I've been compiling clips of real actual life outfits that I've worn using Itch to Stitch patterns. You see about 20 of them. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing, and I've got a different type of video for you today. I've never made one in this format, just doing experiments over here, and it's just one of the ways to share my me-mades that you see in my main videos where I show you the sewing, the pattern review, maybe one or two ways I would wear it. But then actually life goes on and my handmade wardrobe is basically what I wear every time I leave the house. So I do end up wearing these pieces, and usually in just ways I come up with on the moment, on the day. I'm not a professional stylist, not a pro at this at all. But I do have an eye for what I like, for my style at least. At my nice 44 years of age, I'm pretty sure what I like and what makes me feel good in the style department. I'm not exploring. That sort of thing was done back in my teens and my 20s. So I'm really confident with the outfits I put together and the way I walk out of my house and the way that I portray myself to other people with my clothing, because it's a form of expression, right? So at the beginning of the year, I started filming myself outside of the house a little bit more, just showing a little bit of how I wear my outfits since January or February, and I've just been piling them up in a folder. It's actually raining right now, and it was fine until the wind shifted and it's sort of raining this way now, so getting a little bit wet. I'm gonna have to go and stand somewhere else. Here it's good. Now the Islares raglan top that you saw recently, the red Cantabria dress, which is a line dress, and the Nosara shirt, those are the three latest patterns. Those are 20% off, but all the rest are 25% off, and that sale runs through tomorrow, Tuesday the 10th of October. You don't need a code, nothing like that. At checkout you will see the discount and you can get really nice patterns for a lot less. I have a playlist with almost 100 videos made with Itch to Stitch patterns. I'll have that link down below. Any pattern that you want to see more details about in a tutorial, I'll probably have a video about it. Not all of the patterns, but a lot of them. If you want to, you can use my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. I do receive a small commission back from that sale, and that supports all the work that I do here on YouTube. So very grateful if you do use my affiliate link. You don't have to, but it would be nice if you do. Some context, I don't plan my outfits a few days before or even the night before or even 10 minutes before. I literally don't. I have a shower. While I'm having a shower, I have no idea what I'm going to wear. I get out of the shower. I do very basic makeup, like very basic, and I wait until the last moment for the lipstick, because whatever I'm wearing, I'm going to choose that first and then I'm going to choose the lipstick. So all of these have been pretty spontaneous outfits. Very simple, most of them. I'll be showing images here, vertical images. All of these are taken with my iPhone. So I started with my Coimbra wrap top, the beginning of the year. This is actually a top. I made a black one in a sweater knit, but I couldn't help myself and lengthen that into a dress as well. So I made a dress version that is a little straying from the original because I made it sleeveless and I made it longer, and it made the perfect wrap dress. It fits amazingly. I have a full bust option there, so it fits amazing at the bust. There's no gaping over here. And I wore it to church one day on its own, no layering piece, nothing, just shoes and a bag, because it was just really hot, and the outfit on its own was just enough. Last year, towards the end, Kenneth released a jacket called Winterthur jacket, and it's a full-on line jacket. It's beautiful. I made one in purple linen. It's got long sleeves, a bit of hardware. It's just gorgeous. But at the same time, I'd made a simplified version in blue linen that's sleeveless and unlined. Even though it took a little while to make as well, it didn't take a few days like the original version. And that blue is so beautiful, and I wore it one day over a dress that's a print. Now the dress I'm wearing underneath is gorgeous. I made it in 2019, and it's another hack from a top at Itch to Stitch called Isidro top. It's actually a really basic tank, and the only thing that doesn't make it basic is that it's got neckline gathers over here. Really pretty, and I made myself a dress just making it longer in this ITY. It was just such a nice colorful outfit. I felt really good, and I know these colors aren't for everyone. They are for me. I know a lot of people like beige and gray and stuff. If I had to dress myself in those colors a lot, I would feel really sad, but that's just me. That's just how I react to colors, and I know that if I'm wearing nice bright colors, I'm going to be happy. So that was a very nice outfit. Omi made all of Itch to Stitch in there. At the start of 2021, I made the Recoleta dress, which is a woven design. I made 3 actually. The original design has sleeves, but I only made 1 with sleeves back then. The other 2 are sleeveless because I just get the most wear out of them. And this version is black and white linen. It's really nice. It's a really well-shaped dress that's got a type of princess cut. So the bodice goes just below the bust, and then we have a longer skirt with that, and it fits so amazingly. It's the type that you don't need a zipper to put in because there's enough ease at the waist for you to just pull it on. And I just made a ballad blouse from Love Notions in red linen. That wasn't a blouse, it was more like a topper because I didn't put buttons or anything like that. I just finished the edges with binding. So that was a nice little outfit to put together really quickly, combining a very classic trio of colors of red, black and white. I love that. Whenever I walk out in those colors, I feel really good. And actually, look at this tank. This is the Spirren tank, also from Itch to Stitch. It's gorgeous. It's also got a cut under the bust, some gathers right there. It's got another piece there. And it's just a really nice fitted tank that has an amazing fit, and I really like it. I do wear it quite a lot under things as well. So that's one. I have not filmed this styled because I'm just wearing this today, but that's another Itch to Stitch pattern I wear a lot. One of the first jackets that was made with the improved block and improved sizing from 0 to 40 was the Causeway bomber jacket back in 2020, and that jacket is so nice. It's lined, you can add pockets or not. It's got really interesting princess seams and the classic bomber style details with the ribbing, you know, around the neck and the band cuffs. Very, very nice project. I really enjoyed it. And I wore my chiffon version, which is my simplified version, and I just wore it over a basic black dress, which is the Sicily slip dress from Patterns by Mason. It's a really nice basic dress that I wear quite a lot when I have a nice statement jacket like this one that's got so many colors. It's only lined in the body right here because it's chiffon, but I left the sleeves sheer, which made the process of sewing simpler. It still took a while, it's chiffon, you know, but that jacket is gorgeous. It's got a black background and it's got some flowers in beige, blue and red, and I love it, I love it. Another top that I've made into a dress is called Seychelles. I made a beautiful Seychelles top in red linen, gorgeous. But I also made it into a dress, which is something I do a lot with the tops that I like. And this is a crepe. It's got gray and black tones. I really love it. And I've got it also styled here with my Smitten jacket from Pattern Emporium. I think the green goes really well with those neutrals, and I really love that combination there. On the day, I was actually styling it up a little bit more with the belt and the jacket, and I really love the green with the gray and the black. It was a more toned down outfit, but still very nice. Another dress I made in 2020 was Celeste dress. The main design has sleeves, of course. I've got a black and white one, beautiful. It's got princess seams. It's got a cut in the center that is not below the bust, but it's a little above the waist and just gathers there right in the center with a panel. Love that. And I had to make another one that was sleeveless, of course, in this beautiful rayon. It's a really unusual print because it's not flowers, it's not geometric, it's just artistic. Love the colors there. And I just wore it with my Metra blazer from Love Notions on top, sleeveless. It's a really good layering piece. I know I'm gonna get cold sometimes when I'm inside, so sometimes I take off that blazer and I put it over my legs when I get cold with the air conditioning and things like that. So yeah, I love that look. It was a beautiful floaty dress to wear that day, really fresh as well. I am showing these in chronological order from the beginning of the year as we move on. And you might not see a clear pattern of winter and summer clothing, and it's because the weather is all over the show here. So sometimes it's actual winter here and I'm dressed in sleeveless things. So in the next look, I'm actually wearing a cardigan. This is a Castillo cardigan. And I made it to be more like a coatigan because I used a really heavy knit that has a jacquard type of weave. It's gorgeous, black and white. I wore over basic black things. One of them is a Cebu collection pencil skirt from Love Notions, and underneath I have a harmony top from Love Notions with a little applique here on the neckline. The wrong side is really pretty as well. It's got gray and black tones, And this is a cardigan that has raglan sleeves and a hood with a really nice finish around the edges. And yeah, it's a very, very nice design. It's got slits on the side, perfect little coatigan. But otherwise, whatever I wore underneath didn't really matter because the coatigan slash cardigan was really striking. And I just had a lot of fun with unusual colors. Green, I love it. So that's what I used to bring some color into this outfit. There's a really pretty dress called Fisterra that's fully lined. I do have a fully lined version in a print. Love that one, but I also made a simplified version that is not lined, which is this black one right here. This time the styling is as simple as it can get, just shoes and a bag. I wore it on its own because it was really, really hot that day. It fits amazingly. It has some shirring features there, band under the bust. It's just so amazing. It fits well. Everyone looks amazing that I've seen that has made it. And to get away from the shirring, the elastic inside touching my skin, I'm just wearing a slip underneath, a fitted black slip. That's how I get around to not touching that area. Love that black dress. And the rayon is slightly textured. It's not just a plain weave from the rayon. So it was a really nice fabric to purchase and buy and work with, knowing it wasn't that simple, you know? I was finally able to wear my Winterthur jacket that's got all the bells and whistles, the one that's fully lined. It's purple, it's gorgeous. I wore it over my salt whistle dress from Love Notions that also has purple in the print. And yet I felt really good that day. I felt so proud. And I mean, most people, when I go out, they don't know that I sew. They don't know that these are me mades, but I know and I'm proud and I know all the work that went into them. All the little efforts, all the hand basting, all the little things I do to make them look as best as they can. And I felt like a queen on that day with that outfit. So nice. My purple is just amazing for me, the way it makes me feel. I have another Causeway jacket. You'd seen my chiffon version earlier today in the video. I have another one. This one is fully lined and it's a navy crepe with flowers. Love it as well. I wore it this time over a basic ponte dress I made years ago. It's self-drafted. It was before I started YouTube where I was doing a lot of self-drafting. It's a very basic ponte navy dress and it's a base that I use when I want to wear a layer that's more bold. So basically the jacket is the statement piece there. The dress is something that I just need to wear to be clothed. But yeah, love this look as well with the navy. I have this amazing coat I made at the start of 2021, like full on pandemic. I have a full tutorial about it on the channel, a full sew along with all the details. And it's called Lagan and it's this very unusual wool suiting material I found here that's sort of like splashed with copper paint on it. I don't know, it's just amazing and I haven't had many chances to wear it because it just never gets that cold, but it was still a work of love and I really enjoyed it. I had a black skirt, very basic. What I did put underneath was my Arlington top from Love Notions, and that's because from the sleeves of the jacket you can see the cuffs with little buttons. I added to the Arlington top. I think that looked really cute. And then I have some pops of red with the scarf and the bag. So yeah, I felt really great that day, really enjoyed my coat. It's not a heavy coat, but it was just the right amount of warmth I need for this place where I live here. Some of these clips you'll see are from random places. This one was filmed inside a shop that sells furniture. I was looking for some things. You can see on the top, I've got my Nazare hoodie. Duet trousers in linen, that's a pattern from Love Notions. This is a really cool hoodie that has really interesting seams here on the front that incorporate a bust-dart. So it's a really good fit. I love that print of that Ponte Roma because from far away it looks like a wool boucle, but it's just printed like that. It's just a Ponte Roma. I wore that with a silk scarf and yeah, it was a great day. It was a really fun project to put together. I sewed this actually at my parents' house one summer while I was visiting over there. So the sewing tutorial, all of that, you would have seen a black sewing machine, just a whole different sewing setup. I'm happy to have these pieces that are more relaxed, more casual, but that also fit amazing. Yeah, they tick all the boxes. Here you can see my Carmo top. This black and white top, I made it with an athletic knit. It's a hack. The Carmo top is meant to have long sleeves. But for this one I made it sleeveless, and because it's sleeveless you can see this asymmetric overlay. It's part of the design that sort of just covers one shoulder and the other one it doesn't. It's got a hemband. It was a really fun project. Really different techniques. It's not the basic knit top that you sew that's like a t-shirt and it takes an hour. No, this takes a little longer, but it's a really striking top, and over the wide leg pants it was just really easy to put those two together and walk out the door. The next footage you see is just me walking around my neighborhood. I was going to a nearby park where there's a post office. just getting some mail. I've got these wide leg pants and my Bainbridge pullover. This is like a sweater type. You can make it out of different fabrics. I have this one in a sweater knit. I also have another one in stretch velvet. This placket here is really easy to sew because it's got a seam at the bottom and it's got snaps. There were no buttonholes. The pockets are really cool. And the best thing about this one is the basta that makes the fit really nice on the sides. It's got binding here on the top and the bottom at the hem. It's just an elevated sweater in my opinion. I really love it and I do wear it a lot when it gets cold. So that's how I walked out of the house that day. A few months ago I made the Icaria shorts and pants. I did make a shorts version. I also made a pant version in a rayon linen blend navy. Really wide leg pants, very floaty, just pull them up and elasticized waist, really cool slanted pocket openings where I put these buttons as decoration. And I wore this to church actually. I just dressed the whole pant up and I wore it with my Coda jacket, some really cool shoes and a bag and a scarf. And I felt like I was actually wearing a maxi skirt because from far away that's how it looks. I would normally not wear pants to church. It's just not part of the context and the culture here. But this sort of blended in and looked pretty much like a skirt. Plus it was a really cold day. So it was a great, great look. And I've also worn it casually around the neighborhood as well with sneakers and my Serenity sweater from Love Notions. Polka dots, really cute outfit. These pants can go either way and they were so easy to sew, easy to fit. Very stress-free pants, and I wish I have more time to make a black pair because I know I would wear that a lot as well. My red Cantabria dress, that's more of a recent make you would have seen on the channel. I'm not gonna lie, it was not a dress that took an afternoon to sew. You would never be sewing this to wear it out later. You need more time, but it's so worth it. It's my red power dress. It's in linen. It's beautiful. It's got a belt, it's got buttons. I knew I could wear it open as a layer. It sort of looks like a sleeveless trench coat because of some of the details there, and it's just amazing. And I chose one of my Recoleta dresses. You would have seen a black and white one earlier. I also have one in print that I added a linen panel on the center right here. It's gorgeous. And I just wore all that together, the dress with the Cantabria dress on top but open. I felt like a million of all the dollars and currencies that you have. Here in Brazil we use reais, Chile we use pesos, whatever, but a million of them. That's how I felt that day in my red outfit. I won't wear a fully red outfit every single day, but there are days where I feel like, yeah, today's the day, and I just put on some red lipstick and I walk out the door and I feel awesome. Here's another red outfit that I wore one day, and this is pairing my Nosara shirt, which is also a recent pattern. Dolman sleeve with a really nice collar stand and collar, really well-fitting dolman because it's got a dart under here. Gives it a nice smooth fit on the sides, curved hem, double yoke, burrito, all the things. It's a really nice one. And I paired it with my red pull-up Quebec skirt made in a stretch woven. Love that skirt. It's one I also made at my parents'. I made one for my mum, exactly the same, so we both have that red skirt. And you're wondering, where am I? In Brazil, some malls have these luxurious bathrooms you could not believe, where all the walls are made out of marble. When you go into your toilet store, it's a public toilet, it's all marble, the walls. Anyway, that was a really nice one, and I thought, what a nice place to film. There's even orchids behind me, so that is where I am, in a toilet or more. Earlier, you already saw my black chiffon Causeway bomber jacket, the one that's got she sleeves, the black, the flowers, all of that. This time I wore it with my denim glissando skirt. I just made it. It's a refashion I made from a pair of pants, and that long denim skirt has a vent on the front. It was a cold, rainy day and I wore it with boots. It was amazing. I love putting that outfit together. I knew I could bring the blue from the bomber jacket with the blue of the denim, and I felt really, really good that day. And as I mentioned before, I don't think about these or plan them. I usually choose the jacket first. That is my approach to styling, and then I start going around, and like in a minute or two, I'll have it all done and I'll be out the door. I'm like, done. I'm very, very fast in that way. I can be ready to go out in like 10 minutes, including showering, getting dressed and makeup. So yeah, these do not take that long to put together. I know the colors that I want, and it's just a really fun, quick process for me. The last look you're gonna see is very basic. It's just a bag and shoes because I wore my Islares dress on its own. The Islares is not a dress, it's a top, and it's actually the latest pattern you would have seen. It's a raglan sleeve top. But after making my flowery one, I love the fit so much. It's a fitted design. I just made a few adjustments, added a center back seam to do a sway back adjustment just to get a smoother fit on the back, and then just went straight down. And I used an athletic knit in a sort of brownish animal print situation, and I loved wearing that dress just by itself. It was really hot, and I just put a shoe in a bag, and it took me like 1 minute to get dressed. And yeah, I really enjoyed it that day. It was so comfortable to wear. So that's it. I think it was about 20 looks, 21 if you include me showing you this tank. I'm just wearing black linen shorts right now. I really enjoy all my garments. I wear them all the time. Any time I get out of bed, I'm pulling out me-made garments. I'm not always filming them. It's not something I'm used to, but maybe in the future I'll have more footage of me wearing these out in the real world. It's just a little embarrassing sometimes. And I'm always concerned about safety, where I can do this freely and not be concerned, you know, about losing my phone. You have to place it a distance away. So I hope you enjoyed this one, got some inspiration. Have a look at Itch to Stitch. The sale runs through the 10th, and the latest 3 patterns are 20% off, and then all the rest are 25% off. I always find my affiliate link in the description box of the video, and I also place it in the pinned comments right on the top, so you can find it really easily. That is all from me. I'm going to get inside because I'm still getting a little bit wet over here. I'll see you soon on this channel with more sewing content. Bye.